Shows are fun.
All right, so yep. Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Well, good evening. I'd like to open the study session of the May 20th, 2019 Chandler City Council meeting. And the first item of our business is scheduled public appearances. City Manager, and I'd like to invite Councilmember Sam Wong to join me out front.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight we've got 4 service recognitions. I'm going to ask Brian Cox, our Assistant Police Chief, to come forward and make the presentations for Police Department.
Mayor, Council. So we have 3 service recognitions. The first recognition, I'd like to invite Detective Cameron Jacobs come forward for his 25 years of service recognition. Detective Cameron Jacobs began his law enforcement career in 1988 as a deputy sheriff in the Mojave County. After 6 years in Mojave County, Cameron decided to move back to the Valley and began his tenure with the Chandler Police Department in 1994. In his 25 years with the Chandler Police Department, Cameron has worked patrol, gang task force officer, field training officer, motor officer, police motorcycle instructor, DUI officer, and is currently assigned to a detective with the Vehicular Crimes Unit. He's known for his kindness and his empathy while communicating with families who are in emotional crisis at crash scenes or their homes. He has received numerous commendations from citizens regarding the positive experience they've had with Detective Jacobs during a case, and he has previously been awarded the department's Medal of Valor. Congratulations, Cameron, on your 25 years of service with the City of Chandler. Our second service recognition will be Sergeant Randy Meeker for his 25 years of service. If you could please come forward, Randy. Randy began his law enforcement career with the Chandler Police Department as a reserve officer in 1993, becoming a full-time police officer in 1994. Randy grew up in Chandler, is a graduate from Chandler High School, very popular in the community, knows the city very well, and the citizens he serves have proven very valuable over the years. Randy has served the Chandler Police Department as a patrol officer, as a member of our Special Assignment Unit, detective with the Narcotics Unit, and as a recruit training officer. In 2003, he was awarded the Medal of Valor after an encounter with a violent suspect. Randy was promoted to sergeant in 2007 and has supervised patrol teams and the Narcotics Unit. Randy is currently serving in the Desert Breeze Precinct as a patrol sergeant, where he serves with distinction. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and thank you for your service. Congratulations. Our last service recognition is Lieutenant Charlie Cody for 25 years of service. Charlie, if you could come forward, please. Charlie began his law enforcement career with the Chandler Police Department, also as a reserve officer in 1993, becoming a full-time police officer in 1994. Charlie has served as a patrol officer, a field training officer, an honor guard member, a recruit training officer, and a persons crime detective, and motor officer. He was promoted to sergeant in 2002 and is most known for his dedicated service to the traffic unit, where he led a motor squad for 10 years. He is passionate about reducing the number of collisions and was instrumental in organizing the yearly holiday DUI task force. Lieutenant Cody has received numerous commendations and awards during his career, including the Medal of Honor in 2002. Charlie is promoted to lieutenant in April of 2015 and currently works at the Desert Breeze Precinct as a day shift watch commander. Charlie's active in the community and frequently organizes hockey games to raise money for charities. Congratulations, and again, thank you for your dedicated service to the citizens of Chandler.
I would ask Sandeep Dalakia, our Chief Information Officer, to come forward and make the presentation for information technology.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. I'd like to invite everybody to join me in congratulating Kristen Poe for her 15 years of service in information technology. Has been instrumental and successful in delivering technology projects and demonstrating her excellent customer service skills. Kristen started her career at the city as the IT training coordinator, and in 2017 earned a well-deserved promotion to IT service delivery analyst. Kristen's many accomplishments as a member of Team Chandler include being recognized as the 2016 General Government Employee of the Year, and most recently has been successful in leading the new hire onboarding digitization project. Kristen, we truly appreciate everything that you have done for the city and your exceptional customer-centric focus over the past 15 years. Your hard work and your dedication continually drives expected outcomes and noticeably results for the city. Thanks again for your service. Keep up the excellent work, and we wish you a continued success for the years to come.
Mayor, that concludes the service recognitions.
Thank you, City Manager. Next, we have a proclamation, Public Works and Utilities Week. I'd like to invite John Knutson and his team to accept the proclamation. This is quite the team here.
This is like an eighth of them.
No wonder we're in such good shape. Whereas public works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustain and resilient communities and to make public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of Chandler. And whereas these infrastructures, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals who are responsible for the rebuilding, improving, and protecting of our city's transportation, water supply, and water treatment and solid waste systems, public buildings and other structures, and facilities essential for our citizens. And whereas the year 2019 marks the 59th annual National Public Works Week, sponsored by the American Public Works Association, Canadian Public Works Association, and now therefore I, Kevin Hartke, Mayor of the City of Chandler, do hereby proclaim May 19th to 25, 2019 as Public Works Week, and to pay tribute to our public works professionals and to recognize the substantial contributions they make to protect health, safety, and quality of life. So before we take a picture, next year is going to be the big 60, right? We have some big plans, so make that happen. That'll be exciting. John.
On behalf of the 302 dedicated professionals for the City of Chandler's Public Works and Utilities Department, I'd like to thank Mayor and Council for your continued support in what we do every day. We appreciate especially this recognition because a lot of what we do goes unnoticed. It's usually if the toilet flushes and the faucets turn on, everything is good. But these services are essential for bringing people to Chandler, for making Chandler a very viable place to live and a place to do business. So thank you for the recognition.
All right, let's take a picture. Next, we have a recognition from the Chandler Center of the Arts volunteer. Would Susan Patterson please come up so that we can present the award?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm Susan Patterson. I'm the front of house coordinator for the Chandler Center for the Arts. And I'm pleased to be here tonight to recognize Diane Parkins for her milestone of 500 hours of service to the Chandler Center for the Arts. Diane's a Chandler resident. She was a school superintendent, and she was in education for over 36 years. She is also the new chair of our Friends Steering Committee, which represents our volunteers at the Cultural Foundation board meetings. Thank you, Diane, for your service to Chandler Center for the Arts.
Got some fans out there. Next, recognition, Healthy Arizona Worksite Platinum Award for the Chandler Wellness Team. I'd like to call up Carol Boley, the Wellness Coordinator, and members of the Wellness Committee to tell us about the award. And while the group comes up, I do want to congratulate them, as we have jumped up to platinum status from gold status in previous years. So I want to hear about that. That's exciting.
So this year, yes, we won the Platinum Award, which is the highest level. The Healthy Arizona Worksites, they recognize employers for promoting employee health and well-being, and we do a great job of that. On behalf of the Wellness Committee, I want to thank you, Mayor, council members, city manager, assistant city managers, for all the awesome support that we get, and we're looking forward to continuing to grow and expand our wellness program.
So what's above platinum? Is there palladium or? Not yet.
We're at the top right now.
Well, congratulations. Let's take a picture. All right. And Chief Cox again, recognition for the Chandler Police Department Silent Witness Competition winners. So I'd like Assistant Chief Cox and the Chandler Police Department Silent Witness Competition winners to come on up. And if Vice Mayor Rowe, you'd please come up and present the trophy. Would you like to tell us about this?
So Silent Witness did a Sporting Clays tournament, and Vice Mayor Rowe was kind enough to sponsor a team, and we cobbled together a team. Officer Townsend, Officer Mead, and then Detective Key is not able to be here tonight. He and his son were the four-person team and took first place in the Sporting Clays competition. We'll be back for more next year.
Vice Mayor, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, very, very quickly. Silent Witness by itself with a website is not very effective, but when it has people in the community that call in and see a picture of a video of a crime being committed and identify somebody, that's how crime can help get solved, that the community getting involved. And then on top of all of that, if our departments don't get involved, then that's another disadvantage. But Chandler is very active with our Silent Witness program, and our officers, our detectives, are always sending tips over to them to try and figure out who done it. And so a lot of crime gets solved through their great work and their good work with Silent Witness. So thank you all for the big win. And yes, we hope you'll be back next year and win again. So thank you.
Let's take a picture. So one of the things that's been important to me to make sure that it's been a part of our culture with the city, but just to recognize the many people that serve on our boards and commissions. And we have several that have stepped off this year, or their term has ended, or one thing or another. And I would like to call up some of our board and commission members to be recognized. So each year, hundreds of residents and businesses owners volunteer to serve this city through participating on a board or commission. Tonight, I want to take some time to thank the volunteers whose service has come to an end. Their input, feedback, and participation have helped shape many Chandler programs and initiatives. So when I call you up, please come join us up front, and then once everyone is up here, we'll take a group picture. So Andrew Carroll from the Airport Commission. All right. Marcella Peters from the Board of Appeals. And Marcella has been serving since 2002 on this particular commission. Kelly Vickery from Human Relations Commission. Heidi Ross from the Mayor's Committee for the Aging. Lee Rivers from the Transportation Commission. Now, we had several others who had also finished their terms. Is there anyone out here that we did not capture that was going to be here tonight that is also stepping down off a board or commission? All right. Well, let's take a picture with these awesome people. So Council, I don't think I noted that, but Councilmember Mark Stewart is here telephonically. Mark has an event with his son graduating from Perry High School and is not able to be here. So Mark, thanks for calling in with us.
Thank you.
So we have 42 items for consent, including the adoption of the fiscal year 2019-2020 tentative budget and the 2020-2029 tentative capital improvement program. We also have a number of items that have been we've requested to have either a little more information or a report. I called in 3 of these, items number 14, items number 15, and items number 30, that I did want to just mention briefly. Item 14 proposes an intergovernmental agreement with the Department of Revenue for the distribution of revenue to go towards public infrastructure improvements to support growth at Intel. Number 15 proposes a public infrastructure master agreement with Intel to support improvements related to growth and also to the widening and improvement of Price Corridor. And number 30 is the contract to execute the Price Roads improvement and would authorize the reimbursement of funding for the Arizona revised statute mentioned in number 14. Together, these three items are an example of the great relationship that we have with Intel, as well as the state's willingness to continue to see our economy grow. This partnership with the state will provide infrastructure costs for future projects as we continue to attract large-scale employers as well. And this Price Road improvement will relieve traffic as it will divert thousands of people from utilizing the current Price Road and offer a more direct route to Intel for employees. So this is a win-win for the city and for Intel. And as Intel enters its 40th year in Arizona in 2020, we look forward for our continued working together. So I want to thank our representatives from Intel that are also here tonight, and we look forward to our strengthening of our continued relationship. So thank you. We also have Councilmember Orlando. You called in a couple items. Item number 8, I believe, first.
Thanks, Mayor. As Leah is approaching, Mayor, as you know, the CDBG funding is very dear to a lot of our hearts here, and we always get good grades and rewards and good, reviews from the Department of whatever federal department agency handles that. But there was a little hiccup a couple weeks ago, and I was wondering what the status of that hiccup was, and we were able to get some resolution to it.
Mayor Harkey, Councilmember Orlando, I believe what you're speaking to is the reduction in funding that Chandler received this year. We are still trying to get some information out of HUD. What we know is that Chandler received actually the largest reduction in funding across the state. And it's not, in comparison to our other surrounding cities, it seems completely out of range. So we've been trying to get information on exactly what formula was used this year compared to the formula that was used last year. There are two different formulas that can be used. We have yet to get that clarification on which formula has used so that we can ourselves do a comparison to see if there's some type of discrepancy. We do know that there were additional entitlement communities that came on board this year, and that could have an impact on the city, but we also need to find out why Chandler specifically had a larger decrease. We, again, have reached out to our HUD representative several times now. They've only gotten a piece of the information, so we're continuing to do that. We are looking for the next level of representation to see if we can't get clarification there. Ultimately, we can send a request to the field office, or excuse me, the regional office. We are covered by the region office in San Francisco.
I appreciate that. That means we have to recalculate a bunch of funding, and some programs will not get as much funding this year as they did last year, and not get funding at all. So it's unfortunate that we found this last minute, but keep the council posted, obviously, on what's going on. We appreciate that.
Yes, we'll be happy to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 16, Councilmember Orlando.
Mayor, another good story here. The city's taken a really bold move here, and I know this has been in works for a while. We finally got some resolution to it and some clarity, so hopefully staff give us a quick presentation on what we're doing, and certainly appreciate it.
Thank you. Through the Mayor, Councilmember Orlando. I'm happy to give you a quick presentation on the city's records management program. This all starts with Arizona state law, which requires a municipality to establish and maintain an active, continuing program for the economical and efficient management of the municipality's public records, and to be administered by a records management officer. So with this in mind, we set out to review the current records management processes and then designed a program that complies with state law and focuses on the following areas. A centralized program which establishes uniform records management citywide, electronic records which streamline and reduce time to manage and maintain records. We want to reduce overlap, reduce the need for duplicate copies of records to minimize risk, and then for preservation. safeguard and preserve the city's historical and permanent records. So these are our goals for the program, and once we've established the program, it will offer standardized training across the organization, giving employees the support they need when managing their department's records, audits, a method to conduct timely audits on the program, ensuring that we have continual compliance in accordance with state law, and then, of course, improvements, a program that will constantly be improved on the new laws, technology, and ideas that impact records management. So resolution number 5284 basically designates the city clerk as a City of Chandler Records Management Officer, directs the city clerk to implement and maintain a records management program for the City of Chandler, and that city officers and employees will comply with the records management program. So with that, I could answer any questions.
No, no question, Mayor. This is great, long time coming, and happy to see it coming up. And again, a lot of this is transparency, to be able to have citizens access these records and be able to utilize them, and does saving us a lot of money as well. So thank you.
And thirdly, Councilmember Orlando also called in item number 36.
Yes, Mayor. Again, you know, we keep talking about a smart city and how we're being innovative. And of course, we have the record management system here, and we have another system here. I don't know if we're first in the valley, first in the state, but this is another good program that shows what we're trying to do to, again, to make us leaner, meaner, and faster.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. This is an item to request, purchase, upgrade to our interactive voice response system, which is provided by Selectron Technologies. It's an exciting project for development services and its proposed customer service enhancement. Currently, our customers have to call in inspection requests. They use the interactive voice response system or schedule by computer. Many of our customers, however, are now using their smartphones for business. So this product will allow builders to schedule inspections and obtain inspection results by text on their smartphones and in real time. So this agenda item requests funding for the startup costs, and development services will pick up the annual costs. We currently use this vendor's products for inspection scheduling. This is an upgrade to that system, which is proprietary, hence the sole source request. This will enhance our smart cities efforts, provide increased customer service, and I understand that we will be the first in the state and one of the first in the nation to offer this service. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, Mayor, it's one of those things, sometimes we get them on our handphones at doctor's office or appointment, and it's a reminder, this is a reminder for plannings. Again, saving a lot of money, time, and energy, be able to schedule those meetings so everyone's not waiting for someone. So another great idea, and it's very inefficient, I mean, it's very cost-effective as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Horn. Council, do you have any other questions or comments for staff about our agenda? I know none others were called in, but anything on these or other items? All right. Seeing none, that will conclude our study session, and we'll adjourn the meeting, and we'll see you all Thursday.